There was another shooting today at a middle school in Georgia. This was after a student pulled out a gun and attempted to commit suicide. This took place at Lindley Middle School. The student who did this is reportedly in critical condition after they shot themselves. This took place on Wednesday, January 16th in Mableton, Georgia. Reportedly, a code red was issued and a Cobb County police officer responded to the scene. That officer worked with administrators to get and secure the weapon that was used. One 14-year-old student at the school reportedly told Daily Mail that it was traumatizing to hear the sirens ringing out across the campus and then to go into lockdown. He said he was about 25 minutes into class when the alarm signaled saying, "This is a code red. This is not a drill." Then it was said that just seconds after that, the lights cut off and the teacher then made the students go to the back of the room and shut the door. Then it was said several minutes after the students got to the back of the room, they heard a loud bang. It sounded like a gunshot, immediately followed by screams. They said there was just a lot of screaming coming out from in the hallway. Students said that with every single noise, they didn't know if it was a gunman walking in the room, and then that would be it. I really can't imagine how terrifying it is to go through something like that. Reportedly, classes were in lockdown for more than an hour and a half. It was said most of that time, students had no clue what was going on. Students then started to check news reports on their phone, and it was said they watched outside as a helicopter hovered over the school. Then it was said there was a second alarm that changed the warning to a code green, but they said the lockdown was still ongoing. I guess it just wasn't considered a hard lockdown anymore. That last warning reportedly told students not to open any doors or to let anybody inside the room. Then eventually police came and released the students from the classes. They were saying outside of the school is complete chaos with a ton of people and an ambulance and news and press. Students were then walked to a nearby church to be reunited with their parents. Reportedly, school officials and administrators lifted the code red and the lockdown when they saw that there was no threat to any other students. They are now treating the incident as an isolated self-harm event. It was said that the victim was a juvenile student, and that's really all the information they can give, and that's understandable. It was said also that the student remains in the hospital surrounded by family. Counseling services will be available to students and staff after this incident. This is so sad. I'm very thankful and glad that the student is still alive and that no other students were harmed, because it could have been a lot worse. I hope this student recovers fully and gets the help they need to learn to cope with this, whatever they're going through. And I also hope that all the students at that school can recover from the trauma today. For more content, be sure to give me a follow. And if you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe.